Hey everybody, Cowboy here. Listen, today we're going to take a look at the Wampler Gearbox. This is Andy Wood's signature pedal from Wampler. A couple of quick first impressions. One, I like the footprint. It's relatively small compared to some of the other ones, and it's not an ultra high profile, so this should fit on a board pretty well. Two, the smoothness of the knobs is really nice. It's just, and there's a great range of fluctuation and everything. And then on the back of it, you've got input, output, input, output, and you can run it input to output and then put a separate pedal in between these two pedals. So it's pretty neat there. Obviously it's not battery powered, but what would you expect? And this part of the side with these three knobs is based on the Tumulus, which I understand is a clone transparent type of overdrive. And then this side with gain, level, and bass, mid, and treble, which are all really super interactive. This is based on the Pinnacle, which gets described as either like a Brown sound or I've heard it Eddie Van Halen, I've heard it Marshall, whatever. This one right here is pretty neat. This is the noise gate. We'll play with that a little bit later. But anyway, my first impressions, and I shouldn't forget, this is a switch where you can drive the Tumulus into the Pinnacle or the Pinnacle into the Tumulus. There's a ton to play for. I bought it used, got a great price on it. So, tell you what, I'll shut this down here and we'll plug it in, and then I'll try and zoom in on the pedal and let you see what the changes are. But I can tell you right up front, to start out with, everything, what I've heard is you put everything at noontime, straight up, and it comes out sounding great. So anyway, give me a couple minutes, let's see what happens. Okay guys, let's see what we got here. First of all, let's listen just to the straight guitar. Now let's engage the Tumulus. Everything is at noontime. That's pretty decent straight up. I probably let's take the gain back a bit. Let's move the gain up to about 3 o'clock. Let's take the gain back to 9 o'clock, so just so it's on a bit. Nice little tonal difference there. I'm wide open on the guitar. Personally, I really like that. It's pretty transparent. I mean, adjust the tone controls and the amount of gain. I could also use it to push the single coils here for a second. So let's get on to my single coil, and that. We're talking about a volume drop between the single coils and this. I could use this probably a bit to take care of that problem and use it as a boost. I don't think I would though, because excuse me, in a regular setting, I love that nice little bit of grit. So if I'm sitting on the edge or I got a clean amp, I can just get a little bit more. This is in the middle pickup of the humbuckers. Anyway, other side, Pinnacle, more overdriven. Now we got to adjust this. We can take gain back. Increase the gain, decrease the level. And put them both on. I forgot the song. Anyway, but what I really like playing around is that the three tone controls are really interactive with each other, so you can get a real big sweep if you want to boost up lows and highs. I obviously haven't, I'm just kind of playing around with this a little bit. Tried it out and it's like, wow, I really do like the pedal. But I don't think I'd use the tuneless this side as a boost. I'm going to use it as a drive. The question is, am I going to use it and then add the Pinnacle on top, or am I going to take the Pinnacle and add the tuneless on top? That's a really good question. Quality control is great. Here's the fun part though, is let's get to the, that's pretty noisy right there, but let me turn the amp up a bit. I gotta find the right switch here. I can't read anything. You can hear that. If I engage this, they always talk about 11 or 12 o'clock, but this is the noise gate. Listen to what happens. At about 11 o'clock, between 11 and 12, it shuts everything down. Now, obviously, the volume is up because of the Pinnacle, but I really like the noise gate part because it will shut out everything in front of that pedal. So anything I have in front of that pedal will help quiet. Now, I've played around with the single coils, and if I engage the Pinnacle, it really cuts out. The noise gate really works real well. So that's kind of an added feature for this thing. To be honest, and it's probably not coming through because I'm not doing any high-tech recording here, excuse me, but I really like the both overdrives. I can feel as though I can take this one, back it up a bit, and get, whoa, baby. Take some gain down here. So you can really tweak it. I do like the pedal, but I like the size of the pedal. I like the functions. I like the idea that the input jacks are in the back, so I can actually get more in the, more pedals lined up without taking up the space trying to put input output jacks in there. I'm not even going to bother. Well, let's try this a little bit here. Sorry on the volume level here. So you can get either side to, and I've got quite a bit of hum coming through anyway. Maybe I should just engage this. Takes care of that problem. But I like the ability to do both. As far as using the pinnacle into the tumulus, or the tumulus into the pinnacle, that's something I got to play around with. But again, I really like the pedal. I love the sound of both overdrives. They're not harsh. I mean, you can get distorted, but anyway, my 2 cents is it's a good, I really like the pedal. No surprise from Wampler, most of the stuff they make. I know they make a couple different brands of like dual fusion and et cetera, et cetera. It'd be nice to try them all out, but I can't afford that. That being said, I'm going to put this on the board in a couple of weeks and try it out with maybe another pedal in between and try to put myself a pretty good board together. But bottom line is, I bought it. I like it. It's going to stay with me for a while because the functionality is simple and easy, and I really like the noise gate in there, especially on anything that's too much. So it's a keeper. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry for the voice issues. Again, like I said, I don't know how that came out. I'll have to try and edit it up as much as I can, but I really like the pedal. I mean, I love both overdrives. Obviously, the tumuluses can be real transparent. The other one can be anywhere from a lighter or mid overdrive to a real heavy. We didn't get into that part with it, but it's functionable. And go shopping. I think I paid about $200 for it used, and I swear it was absolutely brand new. And yes, the halo I've got to get to, but to be honest, I got to read up on that because that's way more intricate. This is just a nice unit. So anyway, catch you next time around.